Hey, what's up guys, my name is Todd Bieber. I'm a writer, director, performer here at UCB. This is Animated Stories. It's a show that I host every month. People come in, they put their name into a bucket, I draw their name, and they tell a true story about their life. Best story of the night gets animated by a professional animator, and then we premiere it here on YouTube.
I worked for 2 summers when I was in college as the theater director at a Jewish summer camp. It was our night off, and all the counselors, on your night off, we went to like a rock quarry. We all went and we were really getting drunk, and all the counselors kind of knew each other, and it had been like a month into camp. But there was like one counselor named Jen who like no one was really on board with. Everyone was like, oh, she's been here this whole time? And she was like drunk right away. Like she was drunk the moment the night started. And everyone was like, she must know someone. I don't know who she knows. And we played like 10 fingers, like truth or dare, like all those games that you only play when you want to make out with someone. Yeah, and we were like going around in a circle, and we were doing like, truth or dare, one of those fucking bullshit games. And every time it got to her, we'd be like, Jen, truth or dare, and she would just be like, fat, just like a parody of like a drunk person. And so it kept going around to her, and she just was so drunk that we started ignoring her, and we would just like skip a turn and like maybe talk shit about her. And so then finally she had to go to the bathroom, and so she leaves, I fucking kid you not, 30 seconds later, let's say a minute and a half, but I think it was 30 seconds. Like we could kind of see a shadow where she still was. She comes back so drunk, and she just like stumbles back over and sits down as if nothing had happened, but she is soaking wet with blood. Soaking wet. Like her face is covered in blood, her body's covered in blood. You know when like it's like raining and someone's like, I feel like I took a shower. She did that with blood rain. It was just so much blood all over her body. And we were like, everyone was like, Jen, what the fuck? And I was like, this is hilarious. And I was like writing it down. I was picturing this moment. Everyone else was like, let's call a doctor. But it was too late. It was too late. And we were drunk. It was like an hour to clean her up. We cleaned her off. There was one perfect cut right here and one perfect cut right here. And then she turned to me and whispered, I don't like being ignored. And then we all went to bed. And I was like, what? What does that mean? I was like, this is like a haunted story. This is a haunted girl. She's dead. She's been dead for years. And so then we had to like go to bed because we were too drunk to take her home. So it was 2 or 3 to a tent. I was about to say 2, but it was a lie. 3 to a tent, and I was laying in a tent with her, and it was me and then her and this other girl, and we just went to bed. I just like laid in her blood all night. Like we cleaned her up a little bit, but she was still like massively bleeding, and she bled everywhere. And then while we were laying there, she went, oh my God, I think I peed. So then she peed on me, and then she tried to get out of the tent. She's like, I think I'm gonna throw up. So then she threw up in the tent. So for all night, I laid in vomit and her piss and her blood. And then the next morning, we were driving her back to camp to go see the nurse. And she was like, you guys, like, I don't really remember last night, but I sort of feel like maybe I shouldn't drink as much. And my friend was like, Jen, the morning you wake up in your own piss, blood, and vomit is the day you reconsider a few of your life's choices. So we took her to the nurse, and when we got to the nurse, one of her campers was in there and saw her counselor like all fucking bloody and a wreck, and was like, what happened, Jen? And she was like, oh, I fell, and then turned to me and winked like the end of a horror story. Since this could get animated, I just want to say that the epilogue, and this is true, I have to be honest since it could be animated, is I went back to my dorm and John Hamm was waiting for me and we made love. And he complimented me on my body and we kissed and had sex for like 3 full minutes. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you like that, you should subscribe to our channel, watch other videos, like us on Facebook, share it on Twitter, all that shit.